All right, I'm just waiting for that sync button to come up. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So happy to see you three. Thank you so much for popping on to meditate with me today. My plan is to incorporate two meditations that I've learned through yoga classes. So I'll talk you through it, but always encourage you to use this time, use these 15, 20 minutes to whatever you need, practicing those things of just listening to your breath and your body. And anything I always say, you guys know, is a suggestion. But I'll lead you through a couple things today. One is just a meditation where we're going to be listening for our pulse. And then one is with a hand position and using 5 count breath that we've done like with the box breath before. So let's get started. Go ahead and make any stretches that you need. Go ahead and wiggle around until you find a comfy seat. Find a place where you feel really supported so that you can let your muscles relax. So you're not straining to hold your skeleton up at all, but you can really just let the spine support you. Let the back be strong and the front be soft so you can breathe really deep. And roll your shoulders. Roll your wrists if you've been typing a lot. Relax your jaw. And even your eyes or your forehead. Anything that you need. Settle in. Make that transition out of the mind into the body. And then once you're set, you can close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. And drop into the present moment. And I'll use the Tibetan bowl to start. So as that tone fades away, let yourself find that quiet place within, observing one breath at a time. Cultivating that compassionate curiosity, 100% self-care, letting go of any judgments or any need to fix, and just being and allowing it to be one breath at a time, allowing everything that is one breath at a time. So to help us drop into that present moment, connect to that calm, the first part of the meditation today, I invite you to take the first 2 fingers of your right hand and follow your left thumb down to where it meets your wrist. And see if you can rest your 2 fingers there with your hand in your lap. And see if you can quiet down enough to feel the pulse at the wrist. And just notice if you can be your own source of biofeedback. If as your breath lengthens and deepens, as if you listen for or feel for that pulse, notice if it changes or slows. And if you can't find it, no worries either. I'm sure it's there. So just take the next few minutes to listen and feel that pulse or your heartbeat, and layer it with the rhythm of your breath. Let any places of tension relax and release, and just drop into that sensation of the pulse. Being patient with yourself. If you notice thoughts racing through your mind, which I definitely do, just notice that. Be kind to yourself. Do your best to pause any of those thoughts and then redirect the attention back to feeling for the pulse and breathing deep. Now release your hands, and you can roll the wrists or stretch the fingers, anything that you need. And we'll transition to the second part of the meditation, which is actually bringing the tips of all the fingers and the thumbs together, kind of making a little TP. Imagining kind of pressure points or thinking of all the nerve endings on the tips of your fingers and how much information we process through those, and just let the tips meet each other and with a little bit of pressure. And then the breath is going to be inhale to the count of 5, hold the breath in for 5, and then exhale for 5, and then right back to the inhale. So similar to that box breath we did a couple weeks ago. So slowly begin with the fingers pressed together. Let your eyes close. And if the 5 feels too much, you can modify to whatever count works for you. But here we go. We'll inhale, just normal and relaxed to begin. And exhale fully. And then here we go. We'll inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suspend. 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Suspend. And exhale. Counting, pacing yourself. Inhale for 5. Holding for 5. And exhaling for 5. And just continue on your own or switching to long, deep breathing anytime. You notice any tension building with the hands or the breath and holding. Feel free to roll the shoulders, readjust, and begin again, modifying any way you need. Inhaling in deep to hold, and then exhaling completely. Just a couple more rounds. Last one. We'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale through 2, 3, 4, 5. Can release the hands down in your lap. Let a few breaths just happen naturally, whatever depth feels good. And just meditate for a minute or two more. So that breath pattern and that hand pattern is in yoga is called meditation for emotional balance. And I think one of the great practices in meditation is being able to sit with your emotions and be very kind to yourself, not trying to push those emotions away or forget them or push them away so you can be silent, but be able to sit with them with that compassionate curiosity and sit with those emotions without judgment. So I really like that meditation when you're feeling strong emotions to help you kind of feel balanced and be able to look at those emotions from a calm place. So we'll finish with a couple big inhales and big exhales. Letting the eyelids feel heavy, letting your last meditative breaths release any last bits of tension in the body. And then listen for the bell. And then slowly begin to make any wiggles or stretches that you need. Reaching the arms up, rolling the wrists, rubbing the hands together, and letting the eyes slowly open. And take your time, but thank you so much for giving those 2 exercises a try with me. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording, and then would love to chat or answer any questions. So thank you guys.
Thanks, Cassie.